Feel safe to be the positive chat. Experience for your viewers. Choose who can participate. Set it daily between messages. Okay, let's go there. Can you bright you shaking low? Can you low enough and see how it's gonna be? Ring light here you can fail you. Don't fancy a lot it. But it seems that Umbo, I am coming. Okay, I got it. Any suru coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming. Are you coming? I am coming. Orgasm. I want to see if the light will make a difference, especially for people on YouTube. Ige Solomon, how are you? Tiffany, how are you? Does it make a difference? The ring light is showing on my glasses. How are you guys? Femi Chidi, how are you, my sister? Ekundari Alukomuiwa for Warwe. Titilola Adeyemi, you're all welcome. Let me take the sticker off so you can see my face. Let me take the sticker off. Let me just put it by the side as my watermark. Okay. Okay. Maybe you can see my face. Can you see me? Hi, everyone. You will nothing changing, you know. Dim Lily. Bright. Change color. I like this color. This one is warm. Jane Anyang, how are you? Shanko Eno. You didn't come to Facebook today. Yakis, how are you? Felix, Eimeli, how are you, my brother? Temitokpe Adedeji. Adara Nijo, I'm saying hello to every one of you. How are you guys? Happy weekend. It's Friday. You know, we used to have a special Friday relationship talk before. Now we are trying to go back to it. Please kindly help me share. You are weak. What happened? Where you weak? What do you? Why you weak? Let me remove my AirPod. Come on, Loma, Discord. Connect. Why you weak? Hot potato topic. We've been discussing it on Facebook. So I decided to make it a topic, an interactive topic, where all of us will contribute. Utinlo. Huh? Hold on, come. Have a nice day. Let me put my hair up. Our weather has been very hot. In fact, putting wigs have no day easy. But because, yeah, thank God it's Friday. Yakis, Kiki Yato. This man will not let me rest on this page. Akiwumi Ayodele, I'm fine, thank you. Moses African, so. Carolade, how are you? Jane, I have greeted you. Eba me share. Let us share as we start. No, let YouTube beat us. So, should I take the sticker off? Okay. I think it's better that way. Yakis. Yakis, ma ko si mi lórí jèrè. Yakis kọ́ ni mo fẹ́ sọ. Yakis. Oh, yeah, get out of here before you start distracting me. Olueke, good, thank God it's Friday, my brother. Auntie Ajoke, thank God it's Friday. Tunde Babalola, I greet you. Yvette Philip, greetings to you. Oh, from Trinidad and Tobago, how are you guys doing over there? Good evening, Many Iziomo. Good evening. Thank you very much. It's very hot. Mama yo, I'm not going to wear it out. I'm wearing my low cut. Tori mo fẹ́ ṣe show ni mo ṣe lò. Once I'm done with my show, I take it off as I'm going out. It's not a palatable weather to dress too much. Just let your body breathe. Let air come all over your body. And luckily enough, I just got some of my Ankara. See, I just got some of my summer wear. I just got it today from the cargo. I'll start putting them on. I'm ready to rock the summer. All this Ankara, you will see all the stars when I start wearing them. Is my sister, my tailor. She's my sister who has become my sister that has been making my clothes for the past 19 years or 18 years now. She's the only one that makes my clothes, and she's always, I'll just tell her, Aburo, I need some short dresses for summer. Summer is here. I'm tired of the ones that I have in my wardrobe. She will say, Auntie, send it. I will say, when I'm coming home, I will bring it. So she just send them. I just got them today. In fact, now this one hung me to wear because of the color. Abi, I should wear this. Thank you, Yakis. Now you sabi. Kenny Betty, thank you, Jere. You need my glasses. You really like it. And some people, they take the glasses, abuse me. Florence Douglas, how are you? Bombay person. Labat, Omotodun. I'm greeting every one of you. Thank you. Dr. Peter, you're welcome. You need the Ankara too. Okay, oh. She can make for your wife. She can make for your wife. Once I start wearing them, I take some pictures. I'll put it out there. She's my sister. She's been my tailor for years. For over 15 years now. 17 or 18. It's been long. She's been making my dresses. I'll just tell her. I should not wear it. I should put it on. So I can't wait to start rocking them because of this weather. This weather is very hot. Ankara lo le she. I cannot wear trouser in this weather. I refuse to wear trouser. I refuse to wear anything that will make me feel uncomfortable. I want to be comfortable. So good evening and good afternoon, everybody, wherever you're watching me from. I'm your host, Real Talk with Auntie Adunia, and I want to say welcome to my channel and my YouTube. Thank you and welcome to your show, your favorite show. Today we are talking on relationship. Remember, in the days of old, we used to do relationship show on Fridays. So I'm trying, I hope I won't be forgetting to be doing this every Friday. We'll pick a topic on marriage, on relationship, anything that will relax us, and we'll talk about it, okay? And we can even go funky. You understand? Because it's Friday. We can decide to go funky. As in, we can decide to ginger ourselves for the weekend. We can decide to make ourselves ready for the weekend so that the weekend can bubble very well for us after all the stress. So we can decide to make it a funky one. Nothing spoiled. I want to believe we have adults on this show. I want to believe it's not babies I have here. If you are a baby, don't give your phone to your child. Because when it's Friday and we do this kind of show, we can divert and decide to be funky. If you are if you are a born-again Christian, if you are the people where they lie to themselves, say they don't need kerewa, don't come to my show on Friday. Are you hearing me? If you are people where they tell you, say, anything where you hear, now sin, don't come to my show. I am living reality. On this show, we are not pretending. On this show, God sees our hearts. We will not be thinking something in our hearts and now be presenting ourselves as if we know they do anything. On this show, we are not doing that because of what? We are adults. So if you are not ready for that, don't come to my show on Friday. Ewo ni funky Auntie Aduni. You've not been watching my Friday shows before. In the days of old. Where is Remi Oduala? Now, Remi Oduala, they always remind me, Auntie Aduni, you don't do your freaky Friday show anymore. Anyway, I want to say welcome to every one of you. And thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's weekend. All right. So, there's this topic I put on social media yesterday. And that topic really generated a lot of controversy. And I said, let me bring it out. We talk on it and somebody will learn from it. Maybe a home that is about to break will learn from it, Maybe somebody that is about to make that mistake will learn from it. And what is the topic? I said threatening divorce in marriage or in relationship, but most importantly, in marriage. Before a man marries a woman, out of many women, the man will choose that woman and say to the woman, now you are won't marry. Then once they marry, and the woman too, nobody force am. She self go say yes. Say yes. And she self go say yes to the man. As they marry finish, over familiarity. Thank you from Kenya, Nancy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ogundare Babatunde. Thank you, my brother from YouTube. Thank you. Azan Vandi, thank you from Sierra Leone. We have a lot of Africans now joining on us on our shows. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining us. And I promise to deliver very well. Thank you from Senegal. You're welcome, Masi, Sunu Peter Taudo. I hope I call your name very well. You are all welcome. And I hope you're able to understand my, by the time I'm shifting to broken language, broken English. So, Victor Ghana, thank you. You're welcome. So on this show, like I was saying, when you say you marry somebody, I want to marry as a man, the woman herself accepts and said, yes, I will marry you. You now marry finish. Under how many months, years? The next thing is to say, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Joey. You're welcome. The next thing is to say, any little argument, I don't want to do again. I want a divorce. I want to divorce. So I put up a post where somebody shared his experience when he was threatening the partner with divorce. And I'm going to read it out to you. There are lots of very funny comments on that post. In fact, the post has generated almost 400, sorry, I said 400,000. 400. You people should help me share this video, please, on Facebook. Share to friends, share to that turbulent marriage that is going on. Share to that your sister that is complaining, share it to that your brother. So the person sent this message and said, D.O., I don't want to lose my wife. I just want to teach her a small lesson. I sent my wife packing last month, and instead of her to go to her parents' house, she went to stay at her friend's place. I heard that she just rented her own apartment. I was hoping for her to come and beg with her parents, but nothing. I was worried, so I called her parents to find out what was happening. And they said I should finalize the divorce fast. They asked for my account number to send the bride price back. I am confused because when they sent my sister packing, we went to beg and settle with her husband. I didn't mean to divorce her. I just wanted to teach her a lesson. So, you see, this particular issue is not limited to a gender. Women, they talk am. Men, they talk am. Where you will tell your partner, say, I don't want to do again. I don't tire, make I dey go. You know, so it's not about gender. But mostly, it's common with men. If you go through Google and you go and read about it, Omotola Odedipe, happy birthday to you. Please let me pause to say happy birthday to my darling sister here. She's one of my very strong followers. Happy birthday to you. Eba mi wish Auntie Mini happy birthday. Omotola Odedipe. I wish you all the best, all that you wish yourself. May all your wishes come true. Happy birthday. More blessings. All right. And long life to you. So that is the story. Under this story, I have over 410 comments. And trust me, the comments are very funny. And mostly women are the ones that were rejoicing under that post. Because, you know, this thing is coming from a woman, a man to a woman. And the woman, actually, the man said he wanted to teach her a lesson. But the woman, we don't know what she has been going through. Like I told some people yesterday under that post, I said, for a woman to pack out of the house, it won't be the first time the man has been threatening the lady to say, I want to divorce, or leave my house. And I wonder why you will go and marry somebody, or you agree to marry somebody, and little arguments, the next thing you want to do is to say, I want out, I want to divorce, I don't want to do again. I always wonder, why would you want to do that? For what reason? Is it that the lady or the man is no more appealing to you? Is it that what you saw in the first place, you can't see it again? Is it that whatever is going on cannot be rectified? Those are the questions you should ask yourself before you threaten your partner. A partner that is threatening and saying, I don't want to do again, I don't want to do again. And it is not because, let me look at the case of a woman now, because mostly this thing comes from a man. It comes from men mostly. A woman, when you commit adultery, why would you just tell her you don't want to do again? Is it that she's abusing you all the time? Is it that she has become uncontrollable? Is it that our uncontrollable cannot be curtailed? You can't control it. Nobody can control it. There are circumstances where you will tell a woman, I don't want to do again. Don't just say, I don't want to do again if you don't mean it. Because you know why? When somebody is threatening and you don't mean it, according to psychologists, they said it is considered a control, a tool of controlling somebody to do what you want to do. You want them to do by fire, by force, even if it doesn't go well with them. Okay, and somebody just mentioned it. It is a form of control. In my own case, it comes whenever I was perceived as being too happy. Wow. Wow. Why? And you say you don't mean it. Why will you be telling your wife, I don't want to do again? And you say it's a joke. You know why? When you are telling somebody you don't want to do again, you say it the first time. The first time you say it, I don't want to do again. That person might take it as if you are upset and won't take any step. The second time, the person may take it that you are upset. You will come around again. By the time you are saying it the third time, trust me, at that point, that person start taking you serious. That truly, you don't want to do again. And that person will start instantly. The first time you will mention it, somebody said control and abuse, and this is coming from a man. Okay, so it's a form of abuse. And truly, when I read about it, it's actually a form of control and abuse. It's a mental, psychological, and emotional abuse. Where you think, and people who say that are people who feel they are superior to their partner. People who say that are people who wants to be in control and take their partner as lesser being to them. People where they talk that kind of thing, now people where see their wife, or be their partner or their husband as people where no measure up to them. It's not something you just say. It's not something you should say if it is just because you are having quarrel. You look, there is no marriage. I will talk about marriage now, because if now ordinary relationship, fine, everybody can go peacefully. But when it has gotten to marriage, it is not something you should joke about. I was told several times in the course of my 26 years of marriage. 2 years ago, I decided to follow the instruction, and surprise, guess who was shocked? I'm sure it's the person that is telling you I don't want to do again that will be shocked. You know, when you are telling somebody I don't want to do again, I don't want to do again, you are trying to tell that person that they don't mean anything to you. And according to psychologists, they said it's a form of control, it's a form of abuse, it's a form of telling that person they don't matter to you. You will keep telling that person, I don't want to do again. I don't tire. Pack your load and go. When you tell somebody to ever me share, are they flagging my show? Àwọn ọkùnrin máa ń flag show me when I do relationship show. I don't know why. I don't know why men flag my show anytime I am doing relationship show. I have noticed this. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, nor the third time. You see, when we are talking about control and bully, when I'm talking about women, and it's not what is against women, women do not flag my show. They can vent, they can put their comment down and say, Aduni, you are not being fair. You should think of the pains. After all, you are a woman. That is the worst they will tell me. But for men, trust me, I have seen their hands on my video, and I have seen them come out publicly to comment on my page to tell me, Shebi, is because my page is existing. That is why I am talking. That I did not going through a lot already. They have told me that several times, that I should not be talking about marriage issues. And I wonder why, and that's another form of control from them. I wonder why you will see somebody that is not your wife. I wonder why you see somebody that you are not feeding. I wonder why you are seeing somebody that is even older than you and you think you have control over that person. That is mental illness. That shows many of these men are not mentally okay. If you are mentally okay, opinions will always differ. Okay? And when I'm talking, you don't like what I'm talking, don't allow your wife to listen. Don't show your page to my wife. You can control your wife, whatever she listens to. That is all okay. Don't come and control me on my page. Please help me to share this video. One flag is show me. They always do that anytime I'm doing marriage issues. They have told me several times. They have threatened me several times. It's not the first time, it's not the second time. Please take your bully, take your control back to your homes. I am not your wife that you can control or bully. Don't flag my show. Anyway, so like I was saying, Jere, is one of the reasons why women have become what they have become in your hands. If you treat women right, most of you won't be in the situation you are. And I'm not the woman that put you in the situation you are. The same way I tell women when they come to vent, I will say I'm not their husband. And I'm not the one that put them wherever they think they are. And I will not be the one to flog their husband for them. I have said it several times when women come to vent. I will say, take your bitterness back to where it is coming from. This is a public space and public opinion, and you don't have to align with it. Carry your wahala and take it somewhere else, okay? Don't come and shut me up on my page. So like I was saying, Jere, when somebody keeps saying, I don't want to do again, you are indirectly telling that person to be strong. You are indirectly telling that person to start planning to live, to know how to live without you. You are telling that person that that person should be able to survive without you. You are telling that person that at any time you can pack your load and go. Okay, Gina said, Auntie, is a national anthem in my house. Mine is on daily basis, but we die there. No leave, no transfer. So it's not, like for your own case, it's not every woman that has that stamina. It's not every woman that they have the same emotional something with you. Okay, for the other case, that case study we are using, we don't know what else has come with it that made that woman to pack out and said, I can't continue with this. I cannot continue. I cannot endure this anymore. We have different endurance limits. So I will not fault the other woman too. Some other women will say, me, I go nowhere. And the more the woman say, I go nowhere, the more the woman will become more obsessed and more controlling and more abusive. So for that kind of woman, are you going to blame the woman to go, not to go? If she decided to say, I cannot continue, I don't see anything wrong in it, because I saw some men venting on that post, and I saw some men actually making sense. That why would you want to threaten your wife? For what? When you know you don't mean it. You can fight. There are other ways to punish a woman if she's not doing what you want to do. There are other ways to make your partner see sense in whatever you want them to see sense. But to think by threatening them, you will control them. At the end of the day, everybody goes scatter. And it doesn't mean she will not live her life. It doesn't mean you will not live your life. Everybody will find their way. And, I read some comments under that post. Honestly, some comment, there was these two people. You go think say they be husband and wife. I'm sure if they be husband and wife, they go be themselves inside the house. Those two people. The bad words they gave each other. Let me try and read that comment for you. Where's that post? Okay. A particular commenter, one mark, said, it depends on the gravity of our offense. Anyway, If it is life-threatening, after several warnings, that is bye-bye to rada process that I've just started. Take your job very serious, brother, and align yourself with people that can bring progress into your life around the globe. Be fully there for your children if there is not anyone in between both of you. Make good money and give us some time, like 2 to 4 years. Let's see if there is going to be reconciliation for good. If not, move on with your life and carefully look around for another resourceful and responsible lady with good values and remarry. Maybe 1 or 2 wives for stability. Ọlọ́run á ṣe ọ̀nà oníkálùkù wa ní rere. Good parents will never ask for their responsible daughter to divorce from their marriage under normal circumstances. Àfi àwọn ìyá wèrè àti bàbá gbẹ̀wù dání out there. In other words, this commenter was blaming the parents of the bride, of the woman, for saying, look, enough is enough. Divorce her and let her stay on her own. I am sure all of us are parents. We are not talking for ourselves at this age anymore. We are talking for our children and their marriage that will happen. All of you that you are parents here, either a father or a mother, how will you feel? Ta ló ń press red-head? Sherry bye. Can you see what I'm saying? They are pressing red-head. Àwọn ọkùnrin ni. Àwọn ọkùnrin náà ń tẹ red-head. You and Emma press love. Makinan, how are you? Please help me to love and like and reshare again. Can you see what I am saying? Àwọn ọkùnrin nìyẹn. That is another way to show that our Nigerian men, generally, they are very, very controlling. Majority of them, not all of them. Majority of them, they are very controlling, abusive, and they are nothing but B-U-L-L-Y. Shetiribai, please love and like. Don't let them flag my show. So that was the comment of that man. The man, as a parent, is now saying, if maybe your wife, your mother-in-law, or your son-in-law keeps calling you all the time and saying, mi ò fẹ́ ọmọ yín mọ́ ẹ wá gbé, I don't want your daughter again. Your daughter wahala is too much. Come and carry your daughter. Me as a mother, I am talking for myself. Me as a mother, that I have trained my child with all my sweats, with all my life, I now brought that children to a situation, a position, a level. I trained her to go to school for us, first and foremost, to be useful to herself, not to any man. Then to a man. If she's not useful to herself, she cannot be useful to a man. Right? So I've already invested for my child to be resourceful. A man, because you marry my daughter, you will now call me, or you will be threatening my child with, I want divorce. They go, pack your load and go. You will now tell me to come and beg you for my child to stay. No, it means you don't value my daughter. Because that man is saying the father is Bewudani. He said the mother is Awon Yawere for saying divorce the girl. Enough is enough. Where have they gone wrong? That this guy went for the parents of the girl. We are forgetting that today we are husband and wife of somebody. Tomorrow we are going to be mother-in-law and father-in-law of somebody. How will you feel? Somebody keeps calling you and threatening you about divorcing your daughter all the time. You will clap for the man. You will say, I beg you now. Maybe you have not done a good job on your daughter. Maybe you yourself, you are hungry, and it is that man that is feeding you. Trust me, that is the condition that will make a parent start begging a man and saying, please now, don't divorce him now, don't divorce her now, don't chase her away, we are begging you. The condition that will make a parent do that is a condition whereby the daughter doesn't have a job. The daughter lives on what you give to her. Their daughter, now you they clothe her. Their daughter, now you they feed her, they give her monthly allowance. Even the parents, now you they send money to them every month. Now parents like that go clap for a man. Hello? So calling the parents of that lady ìyá wèrè àti bàbá wèrè is shows that the kind of man that you are. Ìyẹn ni tó ní comment yẹn. It shows the kind of man that you are. Why will you tell a child, and why will you chase somebody's child out of the house without informing the parents? You said you thought she would move into the parents' house. Any child, a mature girl, tó ti dàgbà, tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ kó tó fẹ́, by the time she is leaving their parents' house to her matrimonial home, she does not pray to go back to that home. Even the parents will say, we don't expect you to come back home. The same way, you as a man will never pray to see anything that will take you back to your parents' house. So that lady, instead of moving into the parents' house, decided to go to her friend's house, and few weeks after, she rented her own apartment because she doesn't want to be a parasite in the house of the friend. You are now blaming her for renting apartments. So you would rather she stays with a friend. No. Then why would you wait for good 1 month before you are ready to make reconciliation and you are expecting the parents to call you back? The first day she left, you did not call the parents. You chased her out. You don't even know where she is. Maybe when she left, something had happened to her. Maybe when she left, she had accidents. Maybe when she left, kidnappers have kidnapped her. You did not bother. You now waited. First day, you did not call the parents. You did not even call the parents before you tell her to pack her load and leave the house. Abba, you as a parent, if they do that to your daughter, how will you feel? As a man, you do not pray that when you have problem to go back to your parents' house. The same way we expect our daughter, the same way you should expect your daughter, that once you have done your part on them, once you have trained them to a certain level, they should be able to stand on their own feet so that you can have rest as a parent who have suffered to take care of that child. You are expecting that you want to have rest. You want to have peace of mind. No parent will see their child coming to live with in their house after marriage. They can never be happy. Neighbors will talk. Friends will talk. People will ask questions. She's trying to save her head, and the best thing for her to do is to go and stay somewhere privately, which she did. And this guy said, why would the parents support that? That they are Yawere, they are this, they are Babagbe Wudani. The guy actually put all the blame on the lady. He never saw anything wrong in what the man did. He never saw anything wrong that the man send that lady out. Korean koto bad. All he saw was that, why would she go and stay and rent a place? Why would the parents ask the guy to say, go and divorce? Are you praying as a parent that after everything you have done, gone are the days that a girl child does not mean anything? Gone are the days that parents think it's all about the boy child. No. Girl children, we all know, are the pride of the parents. Yes, take it or leave it. Girl children are the ones who really take care of parents. Any parent wey get head, no go joke with boy, no go joke with girl. Now all of them, they're very useful. Gone are the days that you will train a boy and you will say a woman is going to the husband's house. Ilé ọkọ ni property obìnrin. Gone are those days. Every parent is adding value to their girl children now. Every parent knows that a girl child matters. Every parent knows that a girl child are assets. They are no more, they shouldn't be liability either to their husband or to them. And that is why we are all struggling to take care of our child. And I always say one thing, what you can't give, don't take it. What you can't give, you don't want anybody to give to your daughter, don't give to your wife. It's as simple as ABC. So after that guy made that comment, in fact, it be like I said, they're still there on the comment, they are still quarreling. So I now ask the question, I say, so they should wait to hear that their daughter is hospitalized or why? I said, the lady ran for her life. You don't threaten divorce. It is very, very wrong. Go and Google it and read about it. It's a psychological, mental, and emotional abuse. It is worse than beating a woman. Beating a woman is bad, but psychological, mental, and mental abuse, emotional, is worst. Is as worst as beating a woman. So the guy now answered me He said, so ọkùnrin kì í ṣe property of one parent. Ọkùnrin is the property of one parent. Look at the ratio of women that will say, I don't want to do again, to the ratio of men that threatens, I will send you out of my house. You will leave my house today. You will leave my house today. You know why? Because a man feels if you take that house that you are in to be the house of you and your wife, you will not tell your wife that I will send you out of my house. You will not be using that word, my house, because it is not my house. It is our house. The right you have in that home is the right the woman has in that home too. Yes, you will have quarrel. She might have done some wrong. There are other ways, other methods to punish and straighten a woman's head if she's stubborn. I agree. Some women, atoni suru ni won. I agree. Women, this our mouth, na razor. I agree. When a woman vex, she can say some things wey no make sense. I agree. I agree. We are petty. I agree. We get some things where we dey do, we self go question ourselves. I honestly agree. And I agree, we can be overjealous. I agree. But she ori bibe ni ogun ori fifo. She na cutting of head be the solution of headache. The cutting of head is to say, I no wan do again. You know, once you cut a head, that person don't buy fatapata. So, then they take one, get one adage where then they talk for Ilorin. That adage in Ilorin says, don't, Emma mi share, they are flagging me a jaw. Unflagging me. Let me take water. Ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe mí ní ẹni tó máa máa lára bàbà níwájú ọkọ ọmọ. May I never find myself in a situation I will be begging my husband's daughter. May I never find myself in a situation I will be crying for my husband's daughter to accept her back. I have not come this far to beg. There are ways, there are things you will beg for. Not the begging of, don't chase her away. I will not beg a man that wants to chase my daughter away. Chase her away. Her life is not going to end. Yes. Her life is not going to end. And she's likely to find somebody better than you. Benny. I don't know why people take marriage to be the ultimate in life. Especially our people. Yes, marriage is good if you find a good one. But if it is not working, who told you women have been surviving without marriage? A lot have been divorced for years. A lot have never been married. They only have children. And today, they are doing well. Today, they have trained their children well. Only a woman that does not have my priority. Only a woman that does not know what is called, that doesn't know what is called misplaced priority, that will not take care of the children well, that will prioritize a man over her children. Children are the joy of every woman. Once you have one or two, and you know what, it has even come to the extent that, I don't know if it is happening in Nigeria, I think it's happening already, that even some young people now, once they get to a 28, because of their biological clock, the way they say they get to menopause quickly these days, women as age 30, 30 something, they are beginning to now go and have children without marriage. It is getting to that. And I don't know why, but it's happening already. It is happening. And they have their children and off they go, face their job. It is what life is becoming. It's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, but it is what it's becoming. And until some changes are made, if you are that kind of a man who is very quick in saying to a white woman, pack your load and go, pack your load and go, you will be shocked. She will shock you one day. She will pack and go. You will go out and come back and she don't pack and go. Because why? A woman you are telling I don't want to do again. The first, second time. The third time, she's already prepared to go. By the third time, she's ready. She has moved on. She's still in your house, oh. You are still kerewa. You see they do kerewa with her, oh. She's still cooking your food, oh. She's still going out with you. She's still doing a lot of things with you. But in her mind, in her brain, she has left you. She has moved on. It's the same thing with some men too. When a woman threatens. But I don't, it's very rare for women to say, I don't want to do again. But I learned some women do it. You keep threatening a man, say, I don't want to, I don't want to. Except you are the one feeding the man. If na man where you dey feed self, if the man gets value, we get in ego. He no go let you talk am the second time before he go waka. If he dey live with you, but he don waka get another person somewhere. For a woman, she might not have somebody somewhere, but mentally, emotionally, she has detached from you. And she's planning already. Her exit date is what she doesn't know. Her exit date, she doesn't know when she's going to exit, but in her mind, already she has left you. Already she's no more in love. Already she's just staying with you for some reason, to stabilize, for her other plans to work out, except on one condition. She will not do that. If you are the one feeding her, if she doesn't have a job, if she doesn't have alternative, if she doesn't have anywhere to be rescued, if she doesn't have somebody to help her out. If there is somebody to help her out, if there is alternative, if financially she's capable, if financially she's okay, trust me, she will stabilize and she will move. She will move and she will cope. You know why? Before she left you, she has stopped loving you. So it is not a matter of maybe she's still in love. She's no more in love with you at that time. Whatever she's feeling with you, she's feeling for you, what you are saying has killed it in her mind. Whatever she felt for you, the more you are threatening her, the more you are speaking those words that are hurting her, she stopped loving you. She's no more feeling anything for you. She's no more there. She's only there physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, whatever hardly you want to call it. She's no more there. She has moved and you will not know. The only one that will not move, but will still move, is that woman who does not know what to do, who does not have way at that time. That one can stay with you for 30 years. That one can stay with you for another 25 years. She can be with you for another 22 years. But the day she starts gaining strength, she starts gaining freedom, she starts gaining some energy, you will see those are the ones that will say, I'm going to do Omugo. And they will run to their children's house. And they will stay there permanently. And you don't matter to them anymore. Threatening a woman with separation, especially a woman that you pay a bride price, a woman you have married, threatening her with divorce when you don't mean it is a capital no in every marriage. You may not like what I'm saying. One flag. Emma Bami love and like one more flag. I want ọkùnrin on flag. Àwọn ọkùnrin náà flag me. They will flag me. They will flag me. There are categories of women you don't threaten with Bola Olabode. If you listen to me very well, if you follow, I said there are circumstances you can beg your son-in-law. Not when your son-in-law is threatening that I don't want your daughter anymore. You can do it. I said, as for me, I'm not bringing up my daughter to force her on the neck of any man. No, God forbid. And I thank God that I brought my daughter well to value herself. A woman who doesn't value herself, a parent who doesn't value her children, will force her children on top of a man or a woman. Yes. And that is why we can see a lot of people are toxic today. They are staying in toxic environments. They are staying in toxic environments. They are not happy. You think they are happy. You think they are happy because they stayed? No, they are not happy. They are staying because of what society will say. They are staying because of probably they can't stay alone. They can't stand it. They are staying because they don't even value themselves. They are staying because of low self-esteem. No, I personally, if you say I should talk for myself, personally, I will never, there are situations I will not beg my husband, my daughter's husband. My daughter's husband will not call me and tell me, I don't want your daughter again. And I will say, please now, don't do that now. Me? Say wetin happen. Say na him dey feed my pikin. My pikin no get job. You see why we have gotten to where we have gotten to? Because it is the norm. It is the norm we are facing in that country. It is the norm we are facing as a people. A man for simple mistake, simple argument. Pack your load, I don't want to see you again. Leave my house. Oh yeah, go back to your papa house. Come out from my house, go back to your papa house. And the woman will start begging. The woman will say, I beg now, no vex, I don't go do am again. Oh yeah, I know me now, they beg now. The woman will cry, and the man will be happy in his mind. I say, come out, leave my house. No be today we dey see am. The woman will beg. He go say, I just forgive for this one. After this one, no try am again. After this one, no try am again. The woman go say, okay. She go enter that house. So you are telling me, woman wey don cry, beg you. Inside her mind, she dey happy with you. You like fooling yourself. That is the product of what we are seeing today. You go say dem go don use you finish, dem go come dump you in old age. It's the product. Either you like me to tell the truth or not. I'm talking as a woman who shares with women. So either you believe it or not, either you make correction. You see that woman inside that your house. After you don't do am, leave my house. I go show you today. Go back to your papa house. After all, let me pay money on top of your head. Now then beg you to come and pay. Shebi now you carry money, say you won't go pay. Then force you to come and pay the money. Then force you. You go and pay. I don't pay money, pay money for you on top of your head. Now me shaking come. And the woman will be crying. She will be crying. After that one, you go come say, go and make my food. She go say, wetin you want chop? Wetin you go chop? No vex. Inside her mind, person wey don cry. You think say she happy? She go give you the food. She go dey look you for the back of her mind. If they open her mind for you, sometimes you go shock wetin dey inside some women mind. If they open her mind for you, she give you food finish, look you for back, be like say make she sama that your head. But of course she cannot sama am. So she serve you the food, she go. She forgive. You do am again. She forgive. You do am again. She forgive. She no go. She go stay. The day where she goes can't show you shege. The day where she go show you shege Pro Max, you no go know say na bottled up emotions of when you don dey threaten am, when you dey talk orishirishi inside her head. Some of you are living with women wey don kolo for head, you no know. Carry some of that your woman wey you don maltreat very well. Take them for mental and evaluation. If they will pass, many of you are living with majority wey don dey mentally not okay, but they are still staying with you, and you feel everything is fine because after all, she's making my food. I dey do kerewa. She dey dress well. She dey do, but mentally she's not okay because she's bottling up so much. Covering up, nobody should know. Covering up, nobody should know. Covering up, nobody should know. And she dey endure am. But for me, now taking it back to parents, when somebody say You can go and beg your son-in-law. No be me go in house. Motaka oshidanu. Hello? No be me go my son-in-law house. Go beg am. I go carry phone. If my son-in-law respects me, respect my daughter, now phone I go carry. Hello, whatever his name is. Because from one set, I will be friends to them and I will not rubbish myself as a mother-in-law. A lot of mother-in-law don't rubbish themselves in front of daughter-in-law and son-in-law. So for that, they no get mouth. For that, they don't become doormats for the daughter-in-law be son-in-law. So for those kind of people, now then go carry bag for here, dress up, tie gele. They no go even get tell the son-in-law be daughter-in-law say then they come. Then go just go knock door. Coco, I dey your door. Oh, yeah, open door for me. That one go say, he dey vex inside mind though. Go say, Mama, hey, so for me born now. You no tell me say you dey come now. He say, Mama, binu, no vex, no vex. How far now? Wetin happen between you and my son? Wetin happen between you and my daughter? I dey beg. Okay, me I dey beg you, forgive now. Àwọn epo ni àbí àìrówó rà. Ibi ọ̀wọ̀ náà ti ń bọ̀wọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, you can call it pride or whatever. Ibi ọ̀wọ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń bọ̀wọ̀. Who be you? That I will not carry and come and be begging son-in-law in the house. Except you find my pikin, we go kerewa with another man. If you go kerewa with another man, deal with am. Now waiting she find, she see. Yes. For that one, I will support you to deal with her. If you want chase her away, and I will not go put my mouth. I will tell her, say, why you marry the man when you know, say, he cannot satisfy you. Yes, that is the only condition that I know, say my pikin, they at fault. There are some things that I can call my son-in-law and say, no vex. Okay, now me they beg you now. Oh, yeah, ma binu or call me. Ma binu. I can do that. It gets some situation that I can call my son-in-law and say, ma binu, and I will tell my daughter, oh yeah, kneel down for your husband and beg him. Yes, there are situations like that. But now for my house, then we can't do that one. Or maybe if I visit them. But I still have that condition. Not when a man will tell my son, daughter, I don't want to do again, carry your load and go. Carry your load and go. If you carry her load and go, she go pay if she come out. She go pay if she come out. This is the reason we are enablers. Parents are enablers why we have a lot of toxic women today. Parents are the enablers. Parents and families. Including myself. I have done it for my sister, my junior sister. Including myself. I have done it for one of my junior sister that was going through abuse. In those days, when I know nothing. When I know nothing, I didn't know the depth of abuse then. Because I've never been abused by a man. I have never been abused. I did hear abuse. I remember she will cry. And say, Sister Miguel, go through. This was even physical and verbal abuse. And I will say, today, she has become a shadow of herself where she can't even come out publicly. Parents and families are enablers of abuse in relationship. Where they will say, tó bá kúrò mbolo tún ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ṣó tún fẹ́ ni wọ́n máa kà fún ẹ. You can only find that slang among our people. And that is why, at the end of the day, today we are hearing say, wife go carry knife, he go cut husband brokos. Husband go carry pestle, he go break wife head. Because of waiting, families are saying, oh mama ka fun e. Where do you want to start again? If you have done your job, except you be person where the husband of your pikin, they feed, they send money to. Now them go send you message, come and carry your pikin. And you go, they beg the man, say, I beg, no chase my pikin away. I'm yet to see a parent in this generation, among my generation and generation after me. I'm talking about people in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, that today, they are not empowering their daughter child. You are empowering your daughter child, right? You are empowering her for a purpose, right? How will you feel after you don't empower her? The husband is not feeding you. Your daughter is contributing to the family, to our home. I'm always campaigning for women to be very useful in the marriage. I did a very short video of recent. I say, men, stop giving women money. Women that you are dating, stop giving them money. You are not their father to take care of their needs. You are not their ATM. As a man, a woman should be supposed to add to you, not to subtract you. Of course, as a man, you want to do some pampering for your women by giving her some things, buying things for her and all the rest. But you should not be an ATM where you will be the one paying all her bills. She wants to buy here, she will call you. She wants to buy pata, she will call you. She wants to pay house rent, it is you. She wants to do this, it is your own. Don't marry liability. Marry a woman. Okay. Marry a woman that will be useful to you. A good husband does not abuse a woman. You are going to have quarrel. Siblings are having quarrels, right? In your place of work, you have issues, right? There is nowhere you will deal with human beings. There will not be time you will step on your toes. But when you step on your toes, solution is not, I don't want to do again, pack go. When you have issues, solution is not, I want divorce. Now, let us go to Google and see what they talk about this. Okay, I was reading something that I stopped on, but for time's sake, let me go to Google and read out what Google said on this divorce, threatening divorce on your partner. If you do it, whatever comes out of it, deal with it. 1 minute, too. Okay. They said, whatever your situation is, when you blunt out divorce, it is strongly advised that you mean it rather than issuing an empty threat to blow off steam. Clearly, the idea of divorce is the ultimate abandonment and goes to the core of people's attachment issues. That means the moment you start mentioning that word divorce or separation or pack out of my house, you are already detaching the woman. The woman is gradually detaching from you, or the man, whatever the case may be. It could be a man, it could be a woman. Look, this is not a gender thing, but it's more common with men. It is more common with men. They said once you start saying it, there is going to be attachment issues. That means that bond you share with that person, which is like probably a strong elastic, will start getting slack. And you don't want something start getting slack. There is going to be opening. Right? They said, so even though it is only at the moment and not really meant, the threat has been put out there and is frightening to the person you are telling it to. That person you are telling already will start feeling frightened, scared, afraid. Somebody said not only for divorce, but also relationship. I'm not even talking about relationship now. You know why? One man flag me say, let them be flagging. I want no flag. You know, they like, they are not different from our colonial Ogawa. They like people to be trampled on. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa tẹ àwọn èèyàn báṣubàṣu. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa tẹ ọmọ lọ́mọ. Kán tẹ yánmayànmá, kán ṣe yánmayànmá. Kó dẹ̀ máa bá wọn rẹ́rìn-ín, kínú ẹ̀ máa dùn nínú ilé. Kó tún tẹ ìdílé kán do dáadáa. They love it. Wọn ò ní fẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀. No, they won't. Somebody said at a point it gets to the elastic limit point where everything falls apart. That is coming from a man. I have some men on this page who are understanding when we are talking. But some men want to ban konje. So they are so scared. Their women must not hear what I'm saying, no. Their women must not hear what I'm saying. Somebody said, Auntie, please pack out is common with women in the UK, in abroad. And what is happening to them? The men will pack out and move on. That is why I said it's not a gender thing. It's not about the men alone, but it's very common with our men, especially back home. Here, it is with women. Here, at the end of the day, you lose the person. If you threaten a man or a woman and say, leave, one day they will leave and they will never look back. So like the case study we are using, the woman left, is now crying wolf, that he was expecting the parents to come and beg him. Beg you for what? When he called the parents said, go and sign divorce and let our daughter to go. Okay? This is coming from, I guess, okay, somebody says, stop using words like, I know this marriage will not last. Or I know you will go back to your ex. Okay, Wunmi Ekpa, you said, I love this topic. That's exactly what is happening in my home. Try and see if you can sort it out, okay? Share this video with your partner. It might help. And that's why I'm doing this. It might help. It might help. Share it with somebody. Somebody that is making that mistake. That might not know it's not good. Some people are doing it. They don't know the repercussion. They don't know the effect it has on their partner. And they don't really mean it for real. But the more you do it, the more you are hurting your partner. The more you are telling your partner, you might think it's a joke. You might think it's just something to calm your partner down. Your partner will take it serious because your partner cannot see your mind that you are joking. And when you now extend it to the parents, you are finishing things. You are finishing things pata by extending it to the parents. It is, to me, is an abomination for a parent, for son-in-law to call or daughter-in-law to call a parent and say, I don't want to do again. Without a tangible reason. Without meaning it. You don't say it. So they said it's frightening, and they said if you have recurring thoughts or make threats about divorce, be sure to address this with your partner or see a couples counselor. The thought is in your mind for a reason. The psychologist writing it here said, anybody that is threatening, leave my house, either a man or a woman, he said they are saying it for a reason and they mean it stylishly. There is a reason why they are saying it. They are not just saying it. Something is making them say it. Okay? So he said the thought is in your mind for a reason. Figuring out why and working through the various issues behind it is the best way to protect and strengthen your marriage. Brushing off these thoughts or threats is unlikely to make them go away or solve the issue. Now, they said the impact on your marriage, making the threat of divorce, making it out loud. If you are thinking it in your mind, is a different thing. Ṣé mi ò ní divorce ọmọkùnrin yìí? Ṣé mi ò ní divorce ọmọbìnrin yìí? Keeping it in your mind is still different than saying it out. So they said, if you say it out, once you say it out, it can't be easily undone. You can't undo it easily, and the impact is far more negative than just having a passing thought of separation. So why is making a divorce threat so damaging to a relationship? And they said some of the effects can include creating insecurity in relationship that I mentioned earlier. That once you start saying it, that woman will feel insecure, that man will feel insecure in that relation, that marriage. By the time you start threatening, leave my house, I don't want to do again. I don't tire. Make everybody they go. Already, the security is broken down. The security way hold that marriage is already breaking down. He said, if your partner does not do what you want, makes your relationship less secure. They said it changes the dynamic of your argument and assumption, opening the door to a future apart. Your partner may start thinking about leaving you, even though they were not thinking of it before. They will start thinking of leaving you. Secondly, they said it makes communication more difficult. Once you start talking about leaving your partner, then communication between the both of you will become very tough. What you will have ordinarily sit down together to talk about will become something that will not be easy to talk about. Somebody said it's called speaking your intentions into reality. Partner 01 Associate said it is called speaking your intentions into reality. You see? So he said, once you or your spouse has made that ultimate threat, it makes it that much harder to address the underlying issue. Your partner may become less likely to talk about problems or more likely to hide things from you. At that point, your partner doesn't want to talk to you again. At that point, your partner doesn't see reason why you should sort anything out. You have said you want to go. Then there is no point talking anymore. There is no point sorting out any issue. You want to go, that's fine. You want to go. People are not the same. It is not everybody that will be like, that's my sister. I give it to her. She has really tried. That sister that said she has been hearing it for decades and she refused to go. It's not every woman or every man that will be hearing it. Ever me love and like, they are really flagging me seriously. As in seriously. It's not every woman that wants to hear or every man that wants to hear, I don't want to do again. At that point, they don't want to have any discussion with you. You have made your points and it's all okay. That is what they will tell you. You don't want to do again? Fine. And you'll be like, no, let's talk this. What are you talking about again? What do you want to talk again? Okay. Thank you for your contribution, Partners 01. You say it's like calling a child Olori Buruku all the time. One day, that child will become Olori Buruku or act like Olori Buruku. You know, it's something that you keep telling somebody and you say you are joking. Don't joke with something that can destroy somebody's emotions, that can destroy somebody's mentality, that will destroy the little trust, the little love they have for you. It's like you are telling them you don't love them anymore. It's telling them that they don't matter to you anymore. Want to flag me, pa? They have really flagged me on Facebook. Àwọn ọkùnrin ò like òótọ́ instead of them to listen and adjust. Let's play song. Ẹ jẹ́ akọrin díẹ̀ to calm the atmosphere so that Facebook can leave the page. Wọ́n ti flag mi pa o. They don't flag my page yo. And they don't flag my show. Wàhálà dé o. Àwọn ọkùnrin wọn burúkú. Emma flagging me now. Why are you flagging my show? They really flagged me seriously. Don't flag my show. Women, help me share. They will see it. They are lying. They will come and watch it when I'm done. Let me call you Auntie Bola Mapeyin. And if you want to contribute, maybe I should leave the floor open. If you want to contribute, you can call me on +240 sorry. If you want to call me, let me stop and allow people to call in. Let me allow people to call in. They have really flagged me seriously. Auntie Bola Mapeyin. Oh, Lord have mercy. They don't flag me shege. Gbogbo yín sí speaker o.
Good afternoon. That's fine.
Okay, good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sis.
everybody.
That's our favorite
No,
Auntie Bola Adetutu.
that's you. Auntie, you are really doing a great job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everything you have said so far is exactly what happened to me. I met my husband 21 years that we spent together. After 18 years of marriage, even before then, he would be threatening me because we were in Atlanta together. He would tell me to go to downtown and fight for divorce, which I was naive. I didn't know much about that. Mine was domestic violence.
Wow.
Severally, the police officer would told me, ma'am, you African are so stubborn. You need to go to downtown and fight for divorce. I'd be like, no, it's going to change. Everything will be fine. Until it started affecting my mental, my health issues, despite the fact I'm a medical personnel. Everything was totally upside down. My children witnessed it.
Wow.
So he told me go and file for divorce. And I would be saying like, no, even my mom was with me at the time. You know, we saw everything. The day I left, my son, who happened to be 16 years old then, actually the one that told me, Mom, if you don't leave that day, we kill you. Okay, hi you. I don't want to use that word. Sorry about that. And prior to that, I've experienced series of domestic violence. I'm a socialite. I love to party. I love to go out. But I didn't know that he has low self-esteem. All those things was affecting him. We used to party together, go out, do function, but get to the point he doesn't want to go again. So listening to all his friends and everything, but I thank God I finally left. I was the one that actually divorced the BARSTARD of him. Come and see him at the court. He started begging and pleading. My lawyer told him, you send her out, you told her to go. So many things, you lock me outside, you will lock me outside.
In America?
From the party in Atlanta. Yeah, a couple of close to me knows my story. But because I just have to, something compel me, like, just encourage other women there. Don't stay in there and pine in there. After my own, he was crying in the courts. The judge said your marriage is irrevocably broken because with the evidences that we got, the police report, and even his own lawyer turned against him in the court. And that was it. And since 2009 up to today, I'm a living testimony. I single-handedly raised my 3 lovely children to college. Even though the judge told him to be there for us, but he chose not to. And I just want any woman listening to me right now, just believe in yourself. Make sure you have something to do. Don't rely on your husband because anything can even happen. Let's put our divorce aside. What about if your husband falls sick? What about if your husband dies? What about if anything happens? Anything could happen. So I encourage all women listening to me, even men. We have so many men that are going through domestic violence too, like we women. I encourage all of our men too. Stand on your own. When you came to this world, you didn't come with anybody except you are twins or triplets anyway. So
even twins and triplets go aside, they go apart.
Exactly. I know you men flagging our page. I'm sorry for you. The truth is bitter. I'm really upset.
They are flagging, yeah. They really flagged the show.
Let us learn. Let us learn. Now, we women that say, mama can for me. Oh, how many husbands? Let me tell you, let them count it. Elizabeth Taylor, go and Google her story. She doesn't F. So you women listening, make sure you have something to do. Get a career. If you can't go to, not all of us, we have degree. Go and learn something. When you don't depend on a man 24/7, the man will actually respect you more. So, Auntie, you said a lot. I will be 58 years old in August. So for those ones that
we go celebrate.
Yes, so that who wants to know like, oh, is she young? No. My first child is 32 years old.
Wow.
Okay, my last one is 26. My daughter is 30. So I have 2 boys and a girl. So everything Auntie Aduni is telling us on this program, let us put it on the left hand. Don't stop having biased mind like, oh, she's liberating. Let her liberate us. We have so many women dying all over the world, and it does bothers me.
Same with men, same with men too. Some women too are jogbon.
Men are killing women. Women are
buying women. My own is if it's not working, no, why we won't buy yourself?
Marriage is not by force, so everybody, please, life is.
She's single, but I don't think she's searching.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm happier.
My
Even
sister is
when
happy.
you see
Her children
me,
are there. She's happy. Shebi, I always see I've seen your video. She's always
so
bubbling.
people,
She's
my
beautiful.
name is Bola Muludo Atlanta on IG. If you really want to know more about me, I encourage women, I encourage men. But don't let them serve you dinner. All you men that listen to me. I have so many of my friends that are going through a lot right now. Guess what they're telling me? When I finish raising all these children, I will serve him dinner. Can you imagine? Men,
Come
let
again.
us love each other. I have so many women that are my friends now that they are going through challenges like that in the marriage, but they're telling me they're not going to leave now. They'll wait until their last baby finished.
Yes, that's the mind of most women.
Before they will serve him dinner. E.g., Fọlọ́run Ṣalákija, ó serve Baba yẹn dinner straight up. I've been telling you, when you love your wife, even if we are at fault, like Auntie Adunni rightly stated, we got mouth, we get mouth. God created us. That's how God created us. We, especially the younger ones of us, like in 20s, 30s, 40s, yes, they got mouth. But a man that you can exercise patience, you enjoy your wife later in life. Okay, so my own advice is let us listen to Auntie Adunni, learn from other people. All this showing off, showing your, raising your shoulder up. Oh, I'm the man. Like, I'm the man. Everybody, we are all human beings. America, they will allow you to do what you want to do, but you know what? Women are learning every day.
All over the world.
Thank you for listening to me. Please, you men that are flagging, they cannot cause you with a pejebu. I got a pejebu for mouth. Please, you just stop flagging. Just listen. Maybe you guys, we have your own wives too. Your own children, your own daughter. You don't want any man to abuse them. You don't want them to be abused. And it does affect women. It's not fair on us. Our health issues, our mental status, our physical, even financially. I experienced everything. But look at me today. I give God all the praises because I work hard. I'm not a lazy woman. Single-handedly raising my 3 children out of university, no student loan. I work my BUTT off. So thank you, Auntie Adunni.
Thank you, my darling sister.
I love you.
Love you too. You know I love you.
Love everybody. Thank God it's Friday.
Yes, so.
Bye.
And there are some men going through abuse too. So let's forget that. Men don't talk. Men don't talk. Some men don't talk. Men are going through a lot. Men are crying too. So like I said, it's not a gender thing. Women, we can do better. Men, we can do better. But one thing I know is that it's more common with this abuse thing is more common with men than women, except we want to deceive ourselves, especially from our side of the world. There was a man who spoke to me, and he was very, very truthful. He said what some women are going through. This is a man talking now, not a woman. He said what some women go through, that he doesn't know why they stay in such marriages. And he narrated the experience of his own friend, what he did to the wife. He said initially, before they got hold of the whole story, they were blaming the woman. It was like, it even almost affected his own marriage too. That, obìnrin. He said until one day, he decided to call the woman that he really wants to get to know what is really going on. He said by the time the lady put the story down with evidences, he said since that day, he refused to talk to the friend. That apparently the friend was a friend to them, but to the wife is what you would call monster. The way he treated that woman. And they never knew. Because they go to their house, the woman was still loving, trying to cover up. Until she got to breaking points and she couldn't endure anymore. The guy said that at that stage, they never knew, even the day the guy reported, talking bad about the wife, he has already beaten the woman blue-black before he left the house. That woman wants to kill me. That woman no want make I survive. That woman, our life is too much. Not knowing, he don't deal with the woman very well for inside the house. And he came out. He went out to go and drink with a friend after he don't do Shege Pro Max for house. Auntie Bola, one your Instagram you are private, except you want to start blogging. You can make it private and public. So I don't know. Some people want to follow you, so you can give that an opportunity if you want to make it a public something. So, you know. And the guy said he was shocked when he heard what his friend has been doing. But he will come out and pretended like the best husband in the world. When they go to the house and see both of them together, both of them were pretending. The woman was pretending too. Except we want to deceive ourselves. That is the order of the day between us. You see, this thing we are talking of, for people of our own generation, a lot of our generation has gone through it and they have overcome it. A lot of our generation, I repeat, they have gone through it and they have overcome it. They have overcome it is that some overcame, some became toxic in the process, and that is why you will see, if you see, I was about reading one comments to you. Some became toxic in the process. Some, they don't want to hear anything about man. Those are the kind of women I always tell, go back to your husband where offend you. Not be men where they social media offend you. Those are the kind of women I always tell, go back. This one you are bringing your pain, your bitterness on social media. We not be people where they social media be your husband where they stress you for house. They have become toxic to the extent some of these women, any man where they see, the only man where they know they cause na their children will be boy. Any other man na cause, then they rain on them. Those are women we don't chop breakfast and refuse to get out of it. But for women who get out of this thing, you will see they will never take all men to be the same. They will say there are good men, there are bad men. The same way there are bad women and there are good women. This thing, I can't take them back to some men. In fact, I had to block one guy on my page. This guy is so toxic. Those are the kind of men that don't want to see anything. They don't want to see anything good about women. In fact, some of them are always happy when women chop breakfast and it comes to social media. I have had a man say, in the day happy when they deal with women. And some women will not know. They will go and start dating that kind of man. Marry that kind of man. That man is already a wounded lion. The same way we have such women where they are already wounded lion. And they will take that wound, enter into any relationship they want to go to. As they enter, they will begin to manifest. They will begin to manifest the wound by bringing their pains of how they've been treated by woman, how they've been treated by man. They will bring into that relationship. And those are the ones that they go into a new relationship. They will not learn from their past. They want to start controlling the man or control the woman. At the end of the day, now wala it will still be. This guy, I had to block him on my page because of the way he was talking. Hello. Hello, you are on.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Are you trying
I'm
to
calling
contribute?
in from Canada. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well, please.
Okay. I want to share my experience, although I would want to say luckily, I don't want to say luckily, but with intentional work and everything, we were able to settle ours. So I got married in 2016, and for the first 2 years, it was terrible. It was terrific. It was bad. I'm not trying to play the part of being holy because, it takes two to tango. So there might have been some things that I would have done also that might have maybe like triggered some reaction or whatever. But in all sincerity, my partner had the biggest share and the biggest part of the problem. There was, at some point, he now started getting to domestic violence, and then he would call my parents and tell them that several locations, not once or twice, that my father, there was even a time that my father had to come to our place to come and attempt to take me out in the middle of the night because he would be calling them at wrong times. Several times that John called me because I was working in a bank, so I had a good job. There was a time I bought a brand new Samsung phone. Then this guy took the phone, smashed it. All these things happened after 2 years when it got really bad. When the most intense domestic, it was, in fact, when they say premeditated murder, like something that was planned. That night I go back home from work and that was when that episode happened. It was the next day my sister had to call. And my mom was not around. She wasn't in the country. It was the next day my sister had to organize how I was going to leave the house. And because of the kind of family I come from, thank God for my family. That weekend they called the police. The police picked him up. And
here in Canada or back in Nigeria? Was that in Canada or back in Nigeria?
No, back in Nigeria. Okay. All this was before we came to Canada. So the police picked him up, and not like I'm happy about this, but they did what needed to be done. He was locked behind the cell, and he slept there for a night. As in, my family did not agree. And once in Nigeria police station, and you get there on Friday.
The Monday.
But luckily for him, one lesson also by the next day. No, okay, they locked him up on Saturday. So by Sunday, someone that was mounted was able to bail him out, and then they had to do put some statement down like you will not go close to her, this or that. So that was when I now started processing a divorce, because I knew I had to do something drastic. Several times I would go to my parents' house, come back, more than 5 times that you apologize. These people will come, they will apologize. So that time I knew I had to do something drastic if I wanted to save myself and also be alive for my son. So I started processing divorce. And the way divorce is in Nigeria, it was a very long time. It was
a long process.
A very long process. At some point, it was also out of the country, but eventually I got my divorce approved and the judgment was carried out. So there was now a period before the divorce can be approved as final. They'll give you a process of 3 months for you to rescind the divorce if you want to go ahead with it or if you want to cancel it. So it was at that moment was now my deciding moment, because I was then I was processing to leave the country, and the documents I had submitted abroad, the way they even take domestic violence, if I had gone ahead with it, seeing his son or doing anything, now maybe the son has grown up and he wants to come and see his son by himself. So I then took my time and then weighed everything, and then with intervention, finally we were able to settle it, and I was able to rescind the divorce. This is our so all this happened and concluded in 2020. Remember, I got married 2016. I started the divorce 2018. By
2 years after.
Yes, 2 years after. By 2020, I had gotten my divorce judgment, but it had not been finalized. It was just they'll give you there was going to be a 3 months period before it became final. So it was that period and funny how when we both decided to come back together, there was nobody. It was just between the both of us. Did we really want this? We both acknowledged the faults. Are we willing to change? We also went for a session. Well, I won't say it's a therapy session, but we had a session.
Like a counseling.
Sorry, come again, ma?
I said like a counseling session.
Yes, like a counseling, but an extreme, with a neutral party, with someone that did not know anything, because we didn't want someone that will come and be putting sentiments and all that and all
especially
that.
Both families of both parties.
Both, exactly. so we went with someone extremely neutral that did not know our story. We just went for counseling. Okay, do this. This is how you should do. This is how you should do. This is how. And we got back after COVID. That was like after COVID, after NSAS and all that in 2020. And this has been 4 years after. And sometimes I remember I won't say thank God, but I know it's not God that did it. We were the ones that worked hard.
You
And
were
the
both
things that we
intentional
have-
about it, that you want to come
we
back.
were both intentional about it, yes. And the things that we have both achieved in those 4 years. Sometimes we'll just sit down and be thinking that, okay, what if we now been together for those 8 years straight and did not use our mokekere or our selfishness or anything like that to get to what
break.
we have achieved and done so far. But all in all, we thank ourselves. We thank ourselves for our hard work.
Has it stopped?
Oh, sure.
That's
and now
good.
you know we are even abroad. There's no even this place is not a place. If you do any so, and even because of that step I took, he also now knows that okay, this lady is not someone I can.
She will know he has changed. Now, why are you saying what makes you think he has changed? She's the one living with him.
Oh, when someone changes, you will know. You will definitely know.
All the things he's not beating her again, Abby.
Yeah, no.
What about the abuse?
At all. Abuse has ended. There is no single out. And you know, sometimes men also, I think sometimes men have not been married before. They are also being married for the first time. And we know that some of them may have excesses and they just need some time to grow up. But don't let them come and grow up and you dying in the process of them growing up. I mean, so to what end? So
it will stay like borrow long.
Amen.
It will stay.
I just wanted to put out.
Go ahead, my sweetheart. You are making sense. Yeah.
So basically, sometimes
you are not. Somebody also said she went through something like that, and today they are still together. That the man is still making the trade, but she's not leaving.
That's dangerous, because it will eventually happen. It will happen in Koro or it will happen in Bangba, but somehow, all those threats that anybody cannot just be threatening you for threatening's sake. They're definitely feeling something for making before they can even say it out. They may be thinking before someone can say something out.
At what point did you start thinking of the divorce? Was it because of the beating?
Also, you know, I said there were several episodes. He would beat me one time, maybe just slice one that I will go back to my parents' house and then I'll come back after apologies and all that. So that happened like 3 times, 4 times before I then eventually took my ground and then processed the divorce completely in Ikeja High Court. Like complete full. I was going for court sessions. So it was not maybe separation by mouth. Fully. Go ahead, ma.
Was the divorce finalized or it was not finalized before you came back?
Oh, it was finalized completely, but it was finalized.
Did you now marry back again?
So, you know, that's why I said, you know, when they court pronounces that judgment, they give you a period of 3 months before they then give you the final certificate.
One. Yeah.
Yes. So between that 3 months process, you can rescind it, that's like cancel it, or you can then proceed and they just give you that fine. So it was that period we then took all the corrective measures we needed to take and all that. And since then, glory to us, we've done good jobs. We've done amazingly well. I mean, people surprised. Sometimes our family members are like,
so it was within the 3 months. It was within the 3 months that you guys now change your mind.
Yes.
Now, my question is, who made the move to reconcile between the two of you?
He made the move to reconcile.
He did. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So he was out of the country for a while, and then when he got back, that was when he made the move to reconcile. And then he also asked that we go for counseling session only on the condition that we're going with someone neutral to both of us that would not put sentiments for in our decision or trying to say someone is wrong, someone is right, making one person feel bad. We just needed what will make both of us progress and make us know what we are meant to do when something is wrong, and then just be graceful for ourselves. So that was when we made that decision.
Thank you for your contribution.
It's been 4 years since then. Yeah.
Your house will stand. Since you see your let me tell you something. You are lucky among a lot of women, and I would say your husband is lucky too among a lot of women, whereby both of you are intentional in making. That word intentional is very, very important. When couples don't make intentions to make something work, or when one feels superior to the other, then it will not work. You didn't feel superior, your husband did not feel superior. He did not allow ego to come in, and he was able to bring himself down that, no, I don't want to lose this babe. So that shows there was love, true love. You know,
Yes.
it was that true love that made you to be able to forgive him for everything. Because if forgiveness didn't come in, then it would be
Yes, this wouldn't
impossible.
have happened.
You love him
Yeah.
so much to be able to forgive him. He loved you so much to be able to bring himself down at the point of forgiveness. Somebody that comes to apologize has come to the state of humbleness.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't come to that stage of humbleness, and that is why things get worse.
Yeah.
And like you said, thank God for your parents. But I want to say, thank God you did not die in the process.
Yes, so
Nobody should encourage domestic abuse.
domestic violence.
And I will say on this, please don't take this part of domestic abuse and stay when you are being beaten. It could lead to loss of life. That is what I will say. Thank you, my darling. God bless
Thank
you.
you, ma.
Ọlọ́run
Yes,
àdílé ẹ
ma.
mú. Yeah.
Amen, ma. Bye.
Bye. So she has value, Nima. If she was valueless, yeah, she has value. Some people, not all women do not have value. A lot of women have value. But pride, if you look at it, it was the man that made the correction by himself. I should have even asked him, because I'm very sure the man will have gone to the parents too to apologize for his behavior. It's another thing for a man to really be ready, or a woman to be ready 347. No, hey, wọ́n máa bà show yìí jẹ́. Don't say because you know my 347. Don't call 347. That's the one I'm using to stream. Somebody is calling on this line I'm using for YouTube. Oh no. If you have to call me, the number to call is +1 240 424 6200. That is the number to call. +1 240 424 6200. Let's take 2 more calls, then I go. Don't call me on 347. Mi ò tí n bá lọ ó máa ba YouTube yẹn jẹ́, so ó ti lọ náà, ó call yẹn ti já. The number to call is +1 240 424 6200. The battery of this one was down. That's why I'm about show you get lórí YouTube. Oh, the numbers are connected. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Are you calling to contribute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, good. A man is even calling. Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Hello, my sister.
Yeah, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sis.
Yeah, I just want to add a few things.
Go ahead, please.
So, okay. I want to say Africans generally, we are in this setting whereby women are more prone to be abused by the
Opposite
male.
sex.
Yes. Even though our kids that in their maybe like in their 30s now downwards, they be a shoe. Beleke, because they are not taking it lightly anymore. I know of a daughter that got married. When they got problem, she realized that the only way she can make the husband to know that I'm more than a child girl of your mommy's period. So she will always say, oh, the husband relegates her like a piece of toilet paper. So one night, with the condition Nigeria has been, she went on and poured salt into their generator.
Ah, who did that?
Yeah, the daughter, the wife.
Ah, Arungun.
Because she knew that's the only way she can make the husband to realize what he has been doing.
No, this is one of the abuse we are talking. That's one of the control
That is it.
where
That
you
is
think
it.
you can force
That is
people to
it.
do your wish. It's wrong.
That is it. No, you know, the exact thing that happened is that the man usually abuse and do all sorts of things, beating, and we are the type that says, "Oh, ilé ọkọ lobìnrin ń gbé, since you left here, don't come back. Oh, your room is taken. Oh, this and that." So she can go back. So she said, "Okay, if I do him something that will make him realize, then he will know the plight that I am in." So that is that, as to let you know that these our kids of like 30 years downward, they are not taking it like
No,
we
but
used to.
that's a very wrong one. She doesn't have elders to talk
It's
to.
not right. It's not right. It's not right.
Are the elders not
right.
intervening? They don't have parents to talk to that this is what is going on.
The husband couldn't even tell any of the parents, both sides, because he knew that he was so wrong in the marriage for 30.
Hold on, my sister.
So,
the husband was abusing the woman, right? Beating her.
Yes.
Did the woman report to the family, to the husband's parents?
Yeah, I did.
They couldn't do anything to that.
They couldn't.
He continued.
He continued, and the response from our own parents is like, "Oh, ilé ọkọ lobìnrin ń gbé, o ti lọ ń bí, má padà wá bí, mi ìfẹ́ kán máa fi bú mi."
So after telling the parents that they are beating her, that the man is beating her, the parents said, they didn't try to call the man to caution the man.
Like the lady that just spoken now, very young and tender time of their marriage. So after that, they now sat down, like this lady that just talked. They sat down, okay, where did I go wrong? Then the wife was like, "Are you with your senses now? You want to know where you go wrong? Anywhere you are taking responsibility in this house, I will make sure I wreck you because you want to wreck me." Then the husband was like, "Oh, don't do that. When you wreck this generator now, what will happen, this and that?" And they sat down. They were able to reconcile within themselves.
Okay, in other words, she fought back at that point with what she could fight back.
Yes. Then they now reconcile and say, "Okay, we're not going to go into my parents. We're not going to go to your parents anymore." She even said, she told him, like, "Even if you go to my parents are not using. And your parents, they are the African type too that will say, 'Oh, this is how husband treat the husband. I was treated for so long in my husband's place too before I can sit down, this and that.'" So they now have to sit down on their own. They now say they don't even want to tell anybody again. And from that night onward, the wife stood her ground. She said, she told him, like, "You don't know where I came from. I'm from Ondo." And she said, "The day my father's own come unto me, I will act like this anymore. Anytime. So don't go wherever you know it's not going to be pleasing to me anymore. Don't beat me. Don't do anything that will irritate me." So that was how they settle. So if our kids can know how to, if they have a good self-esteem, and they, like you said, if you train your child very well to some extent, she can stand on her own. Then if a man wants to do anything, even if you live there, you can be able to sustain yourself. But when they can't sustain themselves, or where is the husband that is feeding the family of wife, or who is taking most of their taking care of whatever they need most of the time, he will be their boss. He will be the king and everything. So they wouldn't allow anything to go wrong with their child, whereby they will say, okay, I don't want this. So they will continue to tolerate that man. And that man will continue to do whatever pleases him. That is for the younger age. Let me talk about a couple right here in America. A couple migrated here, and the husband is in front of doing all sorts of abuse. There was a day they were on top of one bridge, and he just exit. They were having argument, and the man was like, "I'm going to put you down here." Why the kids were there, and the kids were like, "Daddy, Daddy, don't do this. You will leave our mom stranded." He said, "Yeah, I want her to be stranded," all because the lady was not having her paper fixed by then. So he was the only person working in the family, and the ladies' paper, they are not in place yet. So you can imagine our men, they are...
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, they are in the custom of... it is not that it's not some of them, my sister. Those days, 100% of our men, they're like controlling. Those days.
In those days. Yes, in those days, Benny.
I'm close to 70.
In those days.
No woman.
Yes, ma'am.
No matter what you possess, you will still be the one that will cook, clean, gbé omi ìṣanwọ́ síbẹ̀, tún gbé omi ìṣanwọ́ kúrò nígbà tó bá tún gbóhùn jẹun tán, wàá tún kúnlẹ̀ pàápàá. I did it.
Láyé ìgbà yẹn.
Láyé ìgbà yẹn.
At your yes, you are right with your generation. I agree. Yes, ma'am. With your age.
It is now that ojú ti ń là. Then our children they are fighting back, and they might fight back in a wrong way. We are not condoning it, but it is right time for our girl kids to know their
to
right.
be empowered.
Back home or here. You can imagine if for a lady that came, that was working, having good, she had 2 shops back home before they migrated, stationary shop. But in the process of fixing things for her so that she can be able to stand her ground, the husband was like, there was a day the wife was saying that she told the son, call 911 for me because he's going to kill me here. But when she realized, okay, this is not going to end, and she doesn't have her papers fixed, she started fighting back here. So you know what I mean is that let every woman listening know their rights, either back home or here, and don't be like a...
They know they have rights here. They are using that rights too much here. Tọ́kọ ò bá ti fìyà jẹ wọ́n, ẹ má jẹun já. Kọ́kọ́ má fìyà jẹ wọ́n là ń sọ. They should not maltreat them. That's what we are saying. Yeah. I actually know somebody that this kind of a thing happened to, whereby the man in the middle, around 1 a.m., they were coming from somewhere and the man dropped the woman because they are having issues. Say drop in the car, and the man drove off to the house. The woman had to sleep in the the woman had to sleep in the police station overnight.
The story I'm telling you now, it got to a point the woman was able to manage here right in America here, and when she started working, anytime there is an issue,
mommy, since you are an elderly woman, what advice will you give to our women that will help them in their home? You are much older than you are. Why?
Yeah. What I will tell mostly our men, our kids, please.
Our women need advice. How can they in their homes to not provoke their husband? You have centered on men since. Let us talk on.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, advise women. How do you think they can, with their husband, be patient? Yes, ma'am.
We parents, let me start from we parents. We parents, as Nigeria is now, please don't force your child to get married. They are 30, they are 40. Oh, you never bring somebody, I want to have a grandkids. Don't force them, please. And don't force even both of them, don't force them when they cannot figure out their lives by themselves. Because it is common now in Nigeria. We are the one doing wedding and everything for them.
Well.
We rent house for them. How are you going to set up kids, a family for destruction in that form? To me, it's a destruction. So let them be of age, equip them physically, whereby if anything happens, both of them, if anything happens to the other side, they can take care of the family. And to my girl kids, please, be equipped at the same time, stay at home and get home training before you leave. Home training is important for our girls.
Now, to our men, mommy, to our men,
girls,
Mungboma.
for our girls, because some are so rare now, because they have good job,
Very
or
different.
they have qualification and they get good job, and their husband is of little income. They might want to be like, I'm the one controlling here. No. When you have home training, you still give that respect
to your husband. Yes.
You put him in headship position.
Mommy, somebody said something here, man. That most badly behaved men were also raised by women. Kílẹ̀ rí sọ sí yẹn? Àwọn obìnrin náà là ń tọ́mọ, là ń tọ́kùnrin, là ń tóbìnrin.
Their mom would be like, bí mo ṣe wà lábẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Mo ti gbọ́ ọkùnrin tó ti sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ rí pé nígbà ayé bàbá òun, màmá òun ò kí ń wò lójú láti sọ̀rọ̀. Ó máa ń wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan ni. Then tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ jẹun, màmá òun ò kí ń wá sí ibi tí bàbá òun ti ń jẹun. Ó máa gbé oúnjẹ lẹ̀, ó máa lọ ní inú kitchen ni màmá òun ti máa lọ ń jẹ tiẹ̀.
What?
So if you are telling your son that, what do you expect your son to do
to the wife?
Wow. So ọwọ́ wa ló wà. Àwa èjì yìí ni a máa ń sọ orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn fún àwọn ọmọ wa. Àwọn ọmọ 40 sí wọn lè sọ fún ọmọ wọn wípé àbí 45, 50 kọ́ máa sọ fún ọmọ wọn pé inú kitchen ni mo ti.
Láíláí.
Wọ́n ṣerú ẹ̀ mọ́.
Èmi kò ṣerú ẹ̀, wọ́n ṣerú ẹ̀ fẹ́mi. I was pampered as a woman nígbà mo first marriage. Pampering ni.
Àwa là ń fà, àwa obìnrin là ń fà. Ọkùnrin mi tẹ̀lé, ó lè fẹ́ ṣe. Àwọn ọmọbìnrin mi dẹwà pé látọ̀nà náà ti máa sọ pé this is what I want, this is what I want. If they are not compatible, everybody will go on his or her way. That is expected of both of them.
Thank you, ma.
Tó bá fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ nìyí, kí ni ìwọ náà fẹ́? Ẹlòmíì máa sọ fún ẹ, family mi ni mo fẹ́ kó respect. Má tiẹ̀ lo ẹ fún ìwọ ni kájọ máa pera wa orúkọ ni.
There is this comment.
Even ní èjì tiwa, àwọn kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan ma.
Ọkọ tí mo fẹ́ nǹkan tó sọ fún mi nìyẹn. Ó lóun ò kí ẹ̀ nǹkan tó wù ẹ́ pè mí. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àbúrò mi tá ti pè wọ́n láǹtí.
Ẹ ṣé gan ma.
Nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan ma.
Train your child and let them be stable.
Kali, we call Elumi. Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. If I miss your call, I'll call you back. Somebody is saying something here that some men are who they are, most badly behave. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you calling to contribute?
Yeah, I'm calling.
Okay, please go ahead.
So,
Women often trigger.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, it just boils down to two things. First, every behavior of your child is a reflection of you, whether you're the mother, whether you're the father.
God bless you. Thank you.
However, the child behavior is a direct reflection of you.
Of where the child is coming from.
Yes. They don't understand is whatever your child see you do, subconsciously is registering in their brain. And when they find themselves in situations like that, they would react in the same way.
At least closely.
Up, yes. Me growing up, I'm 40-something years old, raised by a Nigerian father and mother. My father will back us in our back. He will feed
Oh.
us. He would, he was like way ahead of his generation. So for me, I thought that was normal. When I started having kids, I would carry my children at my back. And I will allow my wife rest. And I've never seen my parents, they would argue. Like, my mother was a mouthy woman. She would talk, but my father was always quiet and never raised his hand. So to me, I felt that is the way a man behaves. When a woman is ranting and all that, it's either you keep quiet or walk out of the house. So I behaved the same way. But you will never see my father raising his voice or shouting, no. And my sisters have learned that from him, knowing that that is what they expect of a man. Not to raise his voice on them or beat them. So at the end of the day, everything boils down. Whatever your child behaves, forget about, there's no how peer pressure. Yes, we understand kids grow around, people, but that foundation, no matter how they stray, they will still come back to that, their main foundation. Because teenagers will always behave like teenagers. We all acted up at one point or the other. But when you grow up, you start, exhibiting those behaviors.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You mentioned something that your mother is the mouthy type. Like I said earlier, that most women are the mouthy type that talk. You said your daddy never rants or raised his hand on her. You said you took this to your marriage, right?
Yes.
Has it helped you in any way?
Of course, it has. Because at the end of the day, when the woman screams and they shout and all whatnot, just let them.
They are letting off a steam, hormones for that period.
Let them cool down. And if you cannot handle it, take a walk and come back. And when they finish ranting and they finish talking whatever they want to talk, calm down and you talk to them. They will reason with you when they're
Eba me share. Now, can I ask you another question, my brother?
Yes.
What do you say to a partner threatening the other partner about divorcing or leaving them? What's your view on it, on that?
If you start threatening your partner with divorce, that's emotional abuse, basically. Once somebody mentions it once, you give them a pass. Second, you give them the third time they start mentioning divorce. It's not right. It's not healthy, because especially if it is coming from, women tend to say things.
Somebody is saying something here. Sorry to cut you short.
Yes.
Sorry. Somebody said a woman talking and a man keeping quiet all the time, that it will become a bully. What do you say to that?
It's not really a bully. It's like, how would I put it?
Remember, men have emotions too. Remember, they are human beings too.
Exactly. That's why I said you need to understand your partner, the person you're dealing with, and how to handle them.
Know what triggers them.
Exactly. If you know their triggers, don't give them trigger. And even if you don't trigger them, women at times, because they want attention, they want to scream. Let them off their steam. You will call them later and you let them know what hurts you. You explain it. Yes, men have emotions. We are more quiet and all whatnot, and we tend to bottle things in a lot. But you have to get out of that and explain to the person that what you did at this certain period hurt me. And I feel bad about it.
That is if you have a listening partner. That is a man and a woman. Do you know there are some partners that are not ready to listen?
Then all those things are the things you need to, like when you're courting somebody, you need to observe them. I know they say love is blind, but little things that trigger them in relationship before you get married, it's always there. The clear sign is always there. Just pay attention. No, am I going to be able to live with this person for the rest of my life? I personally does not
subscribe to a woman ranting. Personally. Because a woman ranting too could be a trigger for a man. Not every man will be like your father and you.
And I understand that, but the thing is 80% of you women tend to rant.
Not 80%. Don't make it a general thing, not 80%. Women talk for real.
Exactly.
Yeah, and women talk when their men refuse to listen. I'm a woman. Women start talking when you talk and the man is like, do your worst. Or the man is like, whatever you want to do, you do. Some women at that point will bottle up. Please just pick the one that is working, that can work for you. as I'm talking. Some women at that point will bottle up when you tell them do your worst. It's like you are telling them go to HELL. You understand? Some men do that.
Always good
And
to know the partner you're dealing with.
okay, just know your
And know what
partner that you are
triggers
dealing
them.
with and work
Know what
with that.
triggers them. Yeah. Somebody like me, I don't care how much angry you are. I don't care how much mad at me you are. I want my food.
You said what now?
Like, I don't care how angry the person is and all whatnot. I
Okay.
still want, like, okay, food.
Sha make oúnjẹ for me.
Exactly. And I want, like, okay,
And be
kids
ready
want
for
to go
me.
to work. Exactly. So that's how men are built generally. You can get anything from a man once you do those two things. And people don't understand. Men are not extremely complicated as people think we are. Don't mess with a man's ego.
But talking can mess up with a man's ego. I'm sure you know that.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't pick your words carefully, there is talking and there is talking. There is talking that is abuse. There is talking that is like bringing out your pains. Is a different thing.
Of course, especially when you start comparing a man with another man.
Aha.
You say, oh, you don't see that person, they clean the house there. What works in your family is what you see. You don't know what goes on in the bedroom.
Mhm.
So once you start comparing a man with another man, you're messing with the ego. Or you start comparing your wife with another woman, you're messing with the woman's ego too. To
threaten a wife with who is at fault causing such level of frustration. Thank you, my darling brother.
Okay, thank you very much, ma.
Yeah, somebody say something here that is very vital. Let me read it out on YouTube. Mike Afric. He said to threaten a wife with divorce who is at fault, causing such level of frustration, the wife or husband. That question is key to the answer. Specialists will tell you, no matter the frustration, don't say you want a divorce until you mean it. And that's what we are treating today. Don't say it out. You might be having it in your mind that, do you really want to go through this? If this team is much for you, give it time before you say it out. Be sure you really want it. Because why we are saying it is because somebody said, I want divorce. And the wife obliged him. And he went begging and crying up and down. I don't mean it. I was only joking. Okay?
Exactly.
Don't say it out. Yeah. Don't say it out except you mean it. Don't joke with such word. It's too huge in your relationship. It's not something you joke about, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. You see, in all the midst of people talking about marriage breaking down this and that, we still have people who respect each other, who are working, whose marriage are working, who wants it to work. And it takes two to tango. Don't get it twisted. Because I will see a woman that will say, hey, Shebi is one man that went to beg the wife. Remember, the man that went to beg the wife was ready to forgive. The wife that was ready to forgive had a man who is ready to calm down for her too. So it takes two to tango. Marriage working is not about one person. And I think knowing your partner very well, to some extent, knowing what triggers them, knowing what could make them flip is very, very important as a man, as a woman. And respecting boundaries. They are not your house help. A woman is not your house help. Your husband is not your maid. Your husband is your head. Respect is needed. Respect is reciprocal for your wife and for your husband. Respect, respect, respect. This is one of the things that is making marriages break, where you will see yourself too superior. Yes, as a man, you are superior, but your wife deserves respect too. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Nice topic. Thank you, Ma, for your wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma, for your intellect.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, see, I want to contribute regarding this topic because, one, our African community, our communication is our problem most of the time.
Mhm.
Ability for husband and wife to be able to communicate is huge in relationship. Secondly, like what the man said, that we are a reflection of our parents. Yes, I totally agree, because as a human being, for you to be a good practitioner, you have to be able to reflect in every day of your life.
Mm.
So in marriage is a partnership. You impact in me and I impact in you. That's
you.
what it's supposed to be. And whereby you are greedy, most things that causes problem is
Part of it.
Want? Yes. What do I want? What do I need? Ability to put things on a scale of preference. That do I really need this or do I not need this? And two, another thing again is when you come into marriage, and even if you are nothing, try to impact yourself. Try to add value to yourself. It makes a lot of difference, because if you add value to yourself, the burden will not be too much on our men. Most times, what causes problem is when the problem is too much. That is the truth. Most of African men, I'm talking about African men now, most of them, you see, too much of load is the problem. That's why you see them lash out. The control
Frustrated.
is too much. Yes. The control is too much. Even while here.
I will not totally agree to that, my sister. Yes, it is like that in some homes, but there are some homes whereby both man and woman are both contributing into the home. What do you say to that?
Yeah. When both are contributing, it's for two of you to recognize each other's effort and compliment each other. That's what it's all about. I work, my husband works, but you see, men likes praises. Likewise, women. But what do we give to our men? Men are like God. Our God, what does God eat? Is praises. So when you give them that praises, when their ego will go down. It works for me. It works for me. Another thing I want to touch about, even if
that is putting him in his place of honor as the husband of the house.
Yes, that's how we are Africans, for Christ's sake. We are, if we, in as much as we are abroad, that doesn't mean we
Lekon Roland, which of our opinion did you disagree with? You can call in on +1 240 424 6200. Go ahead, my sister.
That doesn't mean we are here. That doesn't mean that we should forget where we are from. Respect. Most men, what they really want is respect. If you think because you can cook, you can sustain your marriage, that might fail you. If you think because you can do a lot of acrobatic on the bed, that can sustain your marriage, it's a joke. The only thing that can really sustain your marriage is understanding, love, commitment, and communication.
Thank you very much. Respect, mutual respect.
Mutual respect.
Very important.
Is even if they go for divorce, because I work with a mental health team, and a lot of our men are broken down because of not their parents, especially Nigerian women. Let me make sure, because that's where I am from. Refusing their father to be part of their children.
That's especially here in abroad.
Yeah, just because
it's painful.
You are hurt. So your children has to go through that. That is a broken society. That is a broken chain that will affect our children on a long run. So that is the effect of divorce, what it causes. But you can work with each other if you want your children to have a balanced life. Because without you having them, making them to have access to their mother, it makes them very unstable. It gives them a traumatic experience. That's childhood traumatic experience while growing up. And that needs a lot of therapy to deal with that issue.
Thank you very much.
You understand?
Yes, thank you, sis. God bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some of you that are misunderstanding her talking about praising the man, he said, praise, you know, some men are really doing so much to keep the home. She's talking about praising him, appreciating their effort by letting them know you appreciate them. You could be doing it jokingly. Ah, sure, call me, olowo ori mi, kini kan, kini kan. She says that mellows men down and truly rub their head, at that time and tell them, you are the best. Kini kan, kini kan. It helps. Of course, if a man sees the wife too, tó jẹ́ rèèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí tó jẹ́ pé somebody keeping the home very well, the wife too needs it. What a man needs, a woman needs to thrive in a marriage. Hello, go ahead, my sister, you are on.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sis.
My sister, this issue, I know I've always come to your program most of the time. You see, this issue of marriage is not one size fits
Not at all.
for everybody.
Yes. What works for A might not work for B.
Exactly. And
but there are some rules that apply to all marriages.
Yes, ma'am. What that woman said about respect. Yes, ma'am. What that woman said about respect. What is good for goose is good for gander. A man deserves respect. The Bible said it, that we should respect our husband. That our husband should
love the wife.
Exactly. And if you look at it, nobody out of the men that we are talking about can do what the Bible says. Love your wife as the Jesus Christ loved the church. So even let us don't bring about the issue of it now. The issue there is a way people communicate these days. When you look at all these people that are coming from Nigeria now, go to all these American countries or European countries, they don't understand themselves right from the beginning. But because most of them come here now, they think that this environment now allow women to do this, allow women. I've seen police go to people's house here. I live in America. The police will go there and they will ask the woman, can you do all this thing alone by yourself with all these children? When they look at it by themselves and see that, madam, what you are doing, no. Let's come to it. You understand what I'm saying? Let's sit down and talk about this thing, because looking at this thing that you have on ground, you cannot cope with this by yourself. And some police will go and they will just arrest, right? But like other people have said, communication is very, very good. And like my daughter said something to me recently. I asked the three of among the two of us, who do you like best? My last born 13-year-old was one that said, we don't like either of you. I said, why? She said, because both of you are crazy. I said, what did you mean? She said, because when you tell daddy something, don't tell mommy. Mommy's already had it. When you tell mommy, don't tell daddy this. Daddy's already had of it. So they see the two of us as one. So they cannot come in between the two of us. You understand what I'm saying? And my daughter said, mommy, you are pretending. Both of you are pretending. I said, what did you mean? She said, because we never see daddy yelling on you. We never see you argue with each other. I said, you know what? We do argue. We argue a lot, but it is none of your business. We cannot bring it to your presence. Because when both of us are marrying each other, you were not there.
That's it.
My argue with my husband and my husband argue with you is going to affect you emotionally.
Thank you, my sister. Tori, time.
Psychologically.
Because of time.
Exactly.
Most of us are diverting from the real topic. Can I ask you one question, ma? Victoria, time, yes, please, because I'll be going to work. Can I ask you one question? You have girl children?
Yes, ma'am.
You have boy children?
Yes, ma'am.
How will you feel? Because that's actually the topic we are treating. How will you feel if somebody calls you and say, come and carry your daughter, I don't want to marry her again? What will you do? That person has told you more than 3 times. What are you going to do as a parent?
If anybody asks me to come and carry my daughter, then I will go there. I will find out what is going on. I have boys' children. I have girls' children. And I do not want any one of them to die before I take any action. I'm not going to backside my daughter for doing bad thing. And I'm not going to backside my son to do any bad thing. I will go there. You will not even call me twice.
When you say bad thing, what are you talking about bad thing? Couples quarreling, which is normal.
Yes, maybe
They
quarrel,
just have
because
quarrel
I
and the
never-
man say, get out of my house, go back to your father's house. He has been saying it.
Let her come. Let the daughter come. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let us come to another table and let us hear both of them side.
Okay.
Let's hear what is going on. Because, my grandfather said something to us, and they relate that story to us, and said, when is one of our brother's daughter came to him and said, my husband, Umfiya Jemi, Baba said, take money and go back to your husband's house. My grandfather said that the following week, they brought a dead body back.
What?
Yes, they brought a dead body back. So my grandfather laid it down for all the grandchildren and said, I built this big house. I do not build this big house for just my children. I built this big house for my great and great grandchildren. If any one of them come from their husband's house and say, my husband is doing this to me, open one door for her and let her be there.
What happened? The guy beat her or what?
The guy beat her to death. I was not witnesses. I'm 50-year-old above now. I didn't witness, but we heard that story. And they always yell it in our ears.
Okay.
And I'm not a party to any man raising their hands. Though women will have mouth, but not
some men self get mouth. Oh, when some men open mouth, you go shake. Now, my sister, let's take it back to you too, because of time's sake. If I asked you, if somebody keeps telling you, come and carry your daughter, I don't want to marry again. The first time you spoke to the man, he repeated it. The second time, what are you going to do after you've spoken to them?
I'm not going to allow you to send my daughter a dead body for me. I will go there and pick my daughter.
By yourself?
I'm telling you. Yes, I will pick my daughter.
Thank you, sis. Let's stop at this. So let me, Please, from now, if you are going to call, I'm going to pick your call. Let's stay on the topic we are talking about. It's very, very important, especially for parents and the younger ones. This kind of talk has damaged a lot of men and a lot of women. And today, they are toxic, staying together until we hear say one by the other. The awesome will not leave each other. They become bitter. And the real issue will not be solved. Not everybody will be as lucky as that our daughter, that I want to believe that lady is young, that said they themselves were able to settle it when the husband traveled and came back. A lot of people are not that young. She's just one out of probably 1,000 that were able to resolve the issue and go to the grassroots of the problem. Some, the problem will be left unsolved. They will come back until probably it will resurface again later in life. If I miss your call, I will call you back, be rest assured. So I'm going to call out, okay, 2 numbers. Let me call the 2 numbers that have called me. And if you sunkún. I think we need to talk. We keep blaming men. What are we doing? How are we getting our boy children ready as they get to the age of getting married? How are we getting them ready? You know, if you don't pick, that is it. If I miss your call, I will call you back. Okay, number pick. We keep talking about, okay. Shefe contribute abẹ́ ilé sọ̀rọ̀ tán mà. Okay, you are on, ma. Yes, ma.
It's
okay.
Very good talking to you anyway.
All right, ma.
So, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, want to pay tele. All right. So probably I will stop here. Some people were mentioning respect. Respect is reciprocal. Respect goes both ways. You know, let us put something in mind, especially as we prepare our children. The children of today are different from our generation. Our generation today have grown up to a certain age, wising up to a certain age to get more knowledge. For men that probably you are single, you want to remarry, You have to put something in mind that it is not business as usual. Okay? It's not business as usual anymore. If you are going to remarry, probably you are in your 40 upwards. The woman of yesterday is not the woman you are meeting again. There is enlightenment, there is exposure. Even some people, they go to social Google to read about things on them by themselves. They always talk about this narcissism something. I don't know much about it until of recent I started reading about it. And I saw that it's really a huge one. Narcissism, abuse, and all those things. Thank you, JJ. Thank you. So, you are at a certain age, a man, a woman. For the younger ones, that generation of our children are the generation of no grief for anybody. God will help them. We will try our best in mentoring them, in telling both the man and the woman their role in marriage. If we want to tell them to go into marriage with the same ego, it will not work. The same ego that we get married to for our husband, the same ego we got married to, that we met with our father, is not going to work. Yes, we are Africans. Remember, as we are Africans, we are now well-traveled. We are now more exposed. Oh, somebody is saying something here. My in-law has been threatening my female cousin like this. Our family didn't go take her away. Few months later, we went to pick her by body with pregnancy. Ah, so sorry, oh Mike. Ah. With pregnancy. I hope you guys arrested the guy. He should go and rot in jail. Shego. For some people that are saying it doesn't matter. And somebody will say, I don't want to do again. I don't want to do again. And be chasing a woman or beating her. If you are lucky to be alive, you are lucky. Maybe that's your son. When no see anything wrong, will not be lucky. This is sad. Anyway, it is better to be alive until we don't know what happened now. No matter what happened. What do you mean we don't know what happened? Oludegun, kan wa luyan pa. Pẹ̀lú oyún nú. Kí ni ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀, my brother? With pregnancy, even without pregnancy. Kí ló lè tó yẹn? Is this not what we are trying to say? And some people will say, are you encouraging women to leave their marriage? Are you encouraging marriage to be broken? Is it not better to be alive? Is this not what we are trying to say? Is it not better to be alive? No matter nǹkan tí ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀, no matter ṣé wọ́n so yín pọ̀ látọ̀run ni? He might not have touched her. Ó kàn kú pẹ̀lú oyún. Anyway, but ẹni tó lọ́rọ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń bí now. Ngbo Mike, did you see any mark on her body? Was there any mark that she was beaten or something on her body? Oda. What some people don't know is that once I bet make anybody not try and with me, oh. Pikin where I born, where I suffer for. You try that nonsense, you go rot in jail. Don't even touch my daughter about raising your hand. Don't even try it. I won't take that. In the days of old, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I may not know the implication. Now I know. Nobody dare do it for me. And good enough, my sons are not violent, and I'm so happy for that. The man don't ever raise your hand. If any woman is upsetting you, take your shirt and walk away. Of course, I won't go there more for that one can come now. No matter what. No matter what. You know, only jepo gba lójú. Ló ṣubú. That is why you don't raise your hand. Ẹni tó ti ready àti kú tó ò dẹ̀ mọ̀. That's why I don't like violence for any reason. And look, we always think it's about beating alone. Some people are not even beating. The mental torture is affecting a lot of people's health. Marriage is not a do or die affair torí Ọlọ́run. Marriage is not a do or die of affair. You see, you said you saw a video of a woman that kpai her husband today. Kí là ń sọ, is marriage a do or die affair? She has ó ti sọ bí tó fẹ́ lọ, ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa kú sí ni. Let her go and rot in jail too. What is it? What happens to walking away? You see, all this obsessive, I spoke about this thing yesterday. Nípa Sophia Momodu and Davido. All this obsessive love is no love. They are madness. Àwọn obìnrin tó ti ya wèrè àtọkùnrin tó ti ya wèrè. No man were violence, no man were crazy in marriage. Already they have issues with themselves. They have issues from where they are coming from. Kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ ká ṣàgbákò ni. Kí ló lè tó yẹn? Kí ló lè tó yẹn? If you are together with somebody and you think you don't want to go on, honestly, kò bá jẹ́ marriage 1 month, kò jẹ́ 2 months, walk away, tell that person kò dẹ̀ jìnnà sí wọn. Kò sí big deal in there. It's not working. It's not what you want. You thought it was what you wanted, but it's not what you want. People should not be forced to stay together to the extent Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká fojú sunkún ọmọ. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká fojú sunkún ọmọ. And that is why I will never encourage any man or any woman to depend financially totally on their partner. Kódà, do not ever depend on your partner, either a man or a woman, financially in all totality. This is what will make people to say it is a do or die affair. And when it is not working, they are ready to say, Kakakekuma jesese afi shawadanu. Those are the people that do that nonsense. They're okay, if it's not working, nobody else will have you. Say what happen. Say what happen. It's not working. Go your way, let me go my way. It's not working. Go, make I go. Go faja. Kò lè tó yẹn. Which one is Kama Parawa? Lori Kini? Okay, you watched my video yesterday, Anya and Tubaba. You heard Tubaba saying in that video that he's afraid to go. That means even those people staying with you, they are afraid. In obsessive love, they are afraid because of what you can do to them or do to yourself. They don't love you. I don't want anybody staying with me out of their free will. Stay with me because you choose to stay with me and you truly love me. Don't stay with me, or don't stay with me because you think you cannot live without me, or you think I can't live without you. No, we can live without each other. We can live without each other. Stop thinking you can't live with anybody without anybody, or anybody cannot live without you. That is a nonsense. Anybody threatening you that I can't live without you. Be careful of such people. What do you mean you can't live with somebody without somebody? So in those days, somebody once asked me, do you love me? I say yes. He said, if you love me, I will not survive. I say who say that one? Why won't you survive? You will survive, I will survive. Why can you say if I leave, you will not survive? Now mean they give you chop money ni. No be me they give you chop money. Now you get your chop money. Now you get they work, you get your money. Why will you tell me you cannot survive without me? That one are emotional blackmail, manipulation. That shows you have problem. You want me to stay by fire by force. That shows something is not okay with you. You want me to endure it. That shows you are not what you are portraying to be. By the time you start showing me Shege Pro Max, so that I can continue to endure because I feel you cannot survive without me. That is blackmail. Everybody can survive without each other. That is my own. For that your broadcast, they no write my name. For my punani, they no write your name. My punani belongs to me, just like your broadcast belongs to you. You are a full-grown adult. I'm a full-grown adult. If it's not working, give your broadcast to anybody. If it's not working, I can give my punani to anybody where I want. I'm a full-grown adult and responsible for my actions and the repercussion that will come with my decision. So leave me to it. Don't come and use emotional blackmail. I can't live without you. Na me and you go pie together now. No, you go pie your own, I pie my own. Yes. Pie your own, I pie my own. Now in be life. Which one be say I cannot do without you? You cannot say, you now say because a man went to shit, you now to pie the man. When they burn the man, they write your name on top of the man prick. They write your name on top of the man prick. Where you go say because he go shit, now to pie him. Go and rot in jail. Or if they give me option, you me other day Jabi na Bombay person talk that thing. Or Fimo say, which is you pie person, make them pie you too to teach others lesson. Anybody that gets to that stage, they are not mentally okay. People that get to the stage of they will pie person. Now you be saying that is what I'm saying. Many of you are married to people where guess coin. They are staying with you. You are abusing them. Anybody where you they abuse, where you they maltreat, where they cry every day, where stay with you, they are not normal anymore. If you are happy, I'm maltreating her, she's not going. My wife is the forgiving type. My wife is this. How many times I don't tell her, say when she go, she no go, she stay. She's not normal. She's there, she gets coin. She's not mentally okay. That is why she's staying. The day the boomerang effect go happen on you. You go shockalize you. She go give you a shocker of your life when she is ready. Anybody you are abusing or maltreating, either na woman they maltreat woman, na man they maltreat woman, or woman they maltreat man, and they refuse to go. Nobody endures pain and stay inside pain. Anybody staying inside pain is not okay. Anybody that is matured, that can think, that have their brain, that are full-grown adults, staying under abuse, under pains, and constantly enduring, there is not how they will be okay. They are not. They are mentally unstable. Yes, go and ask specialists. They are mentally unstable. Even you, where you they do and where the woman they endure, whether na verbal abuse, mental abuse, whatever you call it, manipulation, blah 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 blah, whatever they call the abuse, and he or she keeps staying. It's only a matter of time. They are not normal. You don't carry person wey kolo for house, you don't know. They can still be wearing clothes, they can still be going up and down. That means both of you, now two crazy person, stay together. Two crazy person, and as such people go still breed crazy person, we go marry another person, picking where they train well. Now two crazy person, now person where they normal, now person where get value, now person where respect himself, now person where know say life and marriage is not life is not about marriage. If you work, fine. If you no work, fine. Such people who value themselves, who are not obsessed, who are okay when it is not working. Somebody said they are called psychopaths. They say they are called psychopaths. Such people, when they see that this thing is not working, in fact, they love you enough to take a walk. They still love you for real, but they would rather take a walk than damage themselves and damage you. They will say at this stage, Ebenezer, and they take their work peacefully. But anybody stays under abuse constantly and is enjoying it after the abuse and still carry with each other, and I go say, I love you. No, they are not okay. Nobody does that can be normal. Somebody said some early relationship damage a lot. Oh shoot, Mufeka comment here. It's good for people that are starting relationship afresh, young people too old. Some early relationship damage a lot of people, and they come to damage other people's life too later in life. God bless you. Now this kind of people where they don't see nonsense for their papa and mama. Mama they beat papa, papa they beat mama, curse each other, tie clothes. I no go agree. You go nowhere. You expect to bring up a child that will not have low self-esteem. That child will have low self-esteem. Marriage is not a do or die affair. If it's going to work, fine. If it's not going to work, it is better to walk away and be alive. At this point, I'll be working. Somebody called is also called Stockholm Syndrome. Thank you very much. Kí ló dé? Because a man go cheat. If you can't endure the cheating, leave the man. I'm not encouraging cheating, but you can't take it out of a lot of men. If you cannot take it, leave the man. Èwo ni pípa? Why will you kpai somebody? Why will you kpai somebody? Now your papa born am, abi when they born and they put in name for your thing? No, it's not for you. In thing is to use for wherever he wants to use it for. When a man cheats, it's his decision to do that. He's an adult. That's his decision to go and do somewhere else for reason best known to him. And I always say, sometimes it's not because they don't love you anymore. They still love you. They just want to play. So ìwọ wá ní ṣé ikú wá lè rí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ láì ṣe kó pààyàn. Anyway, ẹni tó bá létí kó gbọ́, èyí tí ò bá létí fún rẹ̀. Pick whatever you think you can pick. If you think it's not relevant, there's no problem, you know. But let's go back to our topics as I round up. If you are doing it before, stop it. If you have been threatening your partner with divorce. If you are here in abroad as a woman, you are telling your husband, leave my house. The man is paying mortgage. The man is paying the bills. Because you think you have power, you are telling the man, leave my house. The man will go, beg you, come back. He will go, come back, beg you. You go accept man. The day the man will finally leave you, it will shock you. The same thing goes for a man that is telling a woman, pack and go. You know what? One day, the day you don't expect, she will pack and go because you are not a lifeline. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your presence and all your contributions. The calling in, you are all appreciated. I saw that topic and I felt this is a topic we should treat together again. And every Friday, we'll be doing this, picking up a relationship topic. Somebody said, so a woman. I never mentioned a woman. I said a man. I was talking about a man. I didn't mention a woman. And if I did, probably it was a slip of tongue. I don't encourage women to cheat. If you are not okay with your man, leave him. I don't like cheating. I don't like it. I don't even like double dating, even as a single woman, as a single lady. I don't like double dating. I have never liked it as a young lady, and I will never encourage it at all. If you are falling out of love with a man, let him go. There are other men outside than to be cheating. It's downgrading, it's degrading, it's disgraceful, it's embarrassing for a woman to be engaging in cheating. In any way. Some people will say, but men are doing it. What is good for men is good for women. If men are doing, there are some things men will do. The society will not blink eye. There are some things where women will. Somebody said, why can men cheat and women cannot? Me, I'm talking about me. Some people think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. If you think it's okay, that's okay. Me, I will never ever support it. Cheating for, even for men, when they are caught, they feel embarrassed, they feel disgraced. So you as a woman, you are married, you now think cheating is the best for you. Anyway, let me go. Thank you, every one of you. You say I'm pidgin expert. I dey try. Now Lagos I grew. I be Lagos girl, Surulere precisely. So, kind of wonderful evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring somebody on this show. One of MFM victim. We are not coming to talk on MFM, but he's coming to talk on his experience. So join me tomorrow. But you know I don't have time. But anytime from 10 a.m. American time. So until I come your way again, I remain yours, Rev Talk with Auntie Aduni. Thank you for doing this with me. We are learning from each other. And I wish you all the best in your relationship, in your marriage. And even in your singlehood, if you decide to be single, I wish you all the best, because some singles are even more happier than some people in relationship. So you will be shocked. Whatever works for everyone, please. And know one thing, relationship, marriages are different. Please don't take everything in all totality. Look at what will work for your own relationship. Know your man, know your woman, know your partner before you apply anything. Not everything you hear on social media can be applied to your relationship. Relationships are always different. Thank you, everyone. Please do always check my messages on WhatsApp. If I check, if it's necessary, I reply, I will reply. And I can't be checking also. So if I'm missing your messages, I'm very sorry and apologies for that. I don't do it purposely. I'm cooking my walata next week. So thank you, every one of you. Love you guys. I love you too, Marek. Love you guys. Love every one of you. Thank you. Have a good weekend and enjoy yourself. Know one thing, your happiness is key. Keep on top and stay on top and be happy. Okay? Bye. Facebook, you